West Coast rap legend Snoop Dogg has come a long way since being discovered by Dr. Dre in the early 1990s. As impressive as he was when guesting on Dre's The Chronic in 1992, few could have guessed he'd go on to fame, tens of millions of record sales, and a career in movies and TV. We're talking about Snoop Dogg today. Get ready to howl.
Tuning out, we're ready to share stories of melodies that fill the air. From rock and roll to soul and everything in between. We'll take you on a journey, it's a sonic dream. Welcome to the Melody Podcast, where music comes alive.
Chart-topping hip-hop artist Snoop Dogg was born Calvin Crodars Broadus Jr. in Long Beach, California on October 20th, 1971. His nickname came from his mother because she thought he looked like Snoopy from the Peanuts cartoon. The musically inclined youngster played piano and sang at his local Baptist church before starting rap in the 6th grade. After graduating high school, Snoop was arrested several times for drug possession and spent time in prison. He was also associated with the Rollin' 20 Crips gang. He started making music as a way out of his troubles and recorded early demos with his cousin Nate Dogg and friend Warren G as 213. A track on one of those came to the attention of Dr. Dre, who invited Snoop, then rapping under the name Snoop Doggy Dogg, to audition. From there, they collaborated on the song called Deep Cover for the soundtrack of a film of the same name. And Snoop became the key rapper on Dre's hugely successful first solo album, The Chronic, in 1992. Snoop's first album, the Dre-produced Doggy Style in 1993, climbed its way to number one spot on Billboard's Hot Hip Hop and Top 200 charts. Based in part on the success of the singles Who I Am, What's My Name, and Gin and Juice. It built on the G-Funk template that The Chronic had established. As Cypress Hill's Be Real later reminisced, I think Dr. Dre gave Snoop a sound that would resonate in the minds of hip-hop fans for generations. It made Snoop an icon. Next came a short film called Murder Was the Case, the soundtrack of which went double platinum. Snoop's next album, The Dogfather in 1996, also reached the top of the charts despite the absence of Dre, who had left Death Row over a contract dispute. While it didn't perform as well commercially, it still showed up that Snoop was the major league artist. Snoop then left Death Row himself, falling out with label mongrel Surge Knight and moving to Master P's No Limit Records. He scored the top slot on the hip-hop charts with his next two albums, The Game Is to Be Sold, Not to Be Told, 1998, and No Limit Top Dog in 1999. His last album, For No Limit, The Last Meal, came in 2000 and sold over 2 million copies. By now, his sound had become less gangster rap and somewhat smoother. Snoop continued to make music throughout the 90s, enjoying a big hit in 2004 with the chart-topping single Drop It Like It's Hot, which sparked several fruitful collaborations with Pharrell Williams. That year, he also reunited with Lauren G and Nate Dogg as 213 to drop the album The Hard Way in 2007. Snoop became the first artist to release a track, It's the D.O.G., as the ringtone prior to the release as a single. Snoop branched out into acting during the same period and appeared in several films including Starsky and Hutch, The Wash, and Training Day. The Wash was one of my favorites. He also made guest appearances on television shows including The L Word and Weeds, and starred in his own E! reality show, Snoop Dogg's Fatherhood, in 2007. The series featured his wife Shantae and their three children, Cordell, and Corey. He was part of the sketch show Doggy Fizzle Televisu and participated in the 2011 Comedy Central roast of future President Donald Trump. Since achieving fame, Snoop has had a number of brushes with the law. In 1990, he was convicted of cocaine possession. 3 years later, he pleaded guilty to gun possession. Snoop was also tried and acquitted of murder charges in 1996. The case involved the killing of an alleged gang member who was shot by someone in the vehicle Snoop was riding in. Snoop made the news again in April 2006 when the rapper and his posse were taken into custody at a London airport after the group got into a fight at the terminal. The British government banned Snoop from entering the country, although they later had to change their position. It wasn't his first brush with the UK law. In 1994, the Daily Star carried a picture of Snoop on its front cover with the headline, Kick This Evil Bastard Out. Later in 2006, he was arrested at the Bob Hope Airport in Burbank, California, after officers found marijuana and a gun in his vehicle. In 2007, the Australian Department of Immigration and Citizenship, citing his prior criminal convictions, banned him from entering the country and appearing at the MTV Australia Video Music Awards. In early 2012, Snoop announced that he was working on the first time on an all reggae album called Reincarnated. Later that year, he announced that he was dropping Dogg from his name to become Snoop Lion. According to the Los Angeles Times, Snoop decided to change his name after traveling to Jamaica, where he met with a priest who told him, "You are the light, you are the lion." Moved by the meeting, Snoop immediately changed his name. In August 2012, Snoop released Reincarnated's debut single, La La La. Outside of music, Snoop has made investments in the cannabis business. In November 2015, he launched Leafs by Snoop, becoming the first A-list celebrity to brand a line of cannabis products. That same year, he also launched a new digital media venture called Mary Jane, which focuses on the latest marijuana news. Snoop's 13th studio album, produced by Pharrell, entitled Bush, arrived in May of 2015 with the release of singles like Peaches and Cream and So Many Pros. The album shot to number 1 on the hip hop/R&B charts and debuted at number 14 on the Billboard 200. In July of 2016, Snoop followed with his 14th studio album, Kool-Aid, which also garnered positive reception. In May of 2017, Snoop dropped his 15th studio album, Never Left. Branching out again, he delivered his first gospel album, Bible of Love, in March of 2018, before returning to hip-hop form in summer of 2019 with the I Wanna Thank Me and its eponymous single. Since 2016, the artist has used his likable, iconic personality to good effect in VH1's Martha and Snoop's Potluck Dinner Party, in which he and Martha Stewart host dinner parties for various celebrities. He also landed a permanent role in the 2019 animated adaptation of The Addams Family as the voice of Cousin It. Snoop has been married to his high school sweetheart, Shantae Taylor, since 1997. They have 2 sons and 1 daughter together. Snoop is first cousins with the R&B artists Brandy and Ray J. Snoop is set to release his next album that was teased for debut in 2022. Hopefully sometime this year. Snoop recently released a song from that album titled Cali to Canada. Snoop's net worth as of this recording is around $160 million. His top 5 songs are number 1, Young, Wild, and Free with 1.5 billion streams. Number 2, Nothing But a G Thing with 385 billion streams. Number 3, Drop It Like It's Hot with 600 million streams. Number 4, Gin and Juice with 430 million streams. And number 5, Beautiful with 275 million streams. If you enjoyed this episode of the Melody Podcast, go check out shopmelody.com and read the full biography of Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Tyler Childers, Lainey Wilson, Morgan Wallen, all the ones that we've already done, and so much more to come out. I've got so many more artists to go. Please let me know you're liking this by hitting that subscribe button wherever you listen to podcasts. Give us a rating. Check us out on all our social media, at the Melody Pod on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, all the social media. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Go share it with your friends and family. Have a great day. Hey, guess what? It's summertime. It's time to bring out the beach wear, the swim wear, the food wear, the drink wear, all the kinds of wear. And you know where you can get that at? ShopMelody.com. We've got your swimming trunks, your bathing suits, your beach towels, your canned koozies, your radios, whatever you need to make it a cool summer. Go to ShopMelody.com. You can save 30% on all merch starting today. Thanks for being a Melody member. Thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing. Click that subscribe bell if you haven't already so you know when a new episode drops. Go check us out on our social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, at The Melody Pod. Tag us with your summer gear and let us know you're rocking out in Melody gear for summer. Thanks again. See you next time.